Meadows stepping in, right-handed hitter, and we're ready for the first pitch of the ball game. Here's a windup by Thrift, and he delivers an off-speed pitch for a strike inside edge. DR coming off a 2-for-4 game in which he had a single and that 2-run double that you heard during the Bulldog pregame show. Nothing in one pitch. DR swings and hits it hard into left field, in for a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard. Tyler, 1-for-4 against Appling, is on a 2-game hitting streak, went 2-for-4 against Dodge County, doubled in a pair of runs in that ball game. In addition to hitting a single, he's batting .245 with 3 doubles, leads the team in runs batted in with 14, so you love this situation as he swings and hits the ball deep into the gap in left center field. Nobody's going to catch this one. DR Meadows is going to score, and here comes Tyler Luke racing to second base, stopping. He's got a stand-up double, and the Dogs have a 1-0 lead. Bride has done a fine job catching this year for the Bulldogs. Stephen Garrett, of course, was a starting catcher last year, and he transferred to Montgomery County. This ball's hit hard into right center field, and it drops in for a base hit. McGowan coming to third is held there by Brian Fitzgerald, and the bases are loaded for DR Meadows. 2-2. Hit hard into right field. McGowan coming in and catches it one-handed. That was kind of a line drive. McGowan came in, moved a little bit to his left, and caught it with one hand above the belt. That last strikeout against DR Meadows in relief. Hits the first pitch up high into the air, very shallow, barely into the outfield grass. Lane Adams will take care of it. The second baseman squeezes the ball, 2 down. 1-1 pitch from DR. Off speed, but missing. Runner going. Here's the throw from McBride, but late. Ball actually ricocheted from Tyler Luke's glove over to Lane Adams' glove. 2 balls and 1 strike. The Herons lead 2-1. We're in the bottom half of the second inning. They're 2 outs. DR got those 2 easily. Then the walk, and now he's facing Collins. And he's down in the count, 2 balls, 1 strike. And he doesn't want to make a mistake here. Otherwise, it's a 3-1 game. Throw to second base, and Tyler Luke just caught that ball. Lane Adams was backing up. Probably would not have been a problem had Tyler not been able to catch it with the glove. 2 balls, 1 strike. A lot of noise coming, not from the Herons dugout, but from their fans. Ball's lined into left field. George Lukey on the run. He's not able to dive for this one. It's going to bounce in for a base hit and score a run, and Collins is already to second base, stopping with his double. Lukey has made a lot of diving catches, but that ball was hit too hard. Didn't hang up in the air long enough to allow him to make a diving catch. And so that's a double for Collins and an RBI, and it's 3-1. So the walk hurts. All 3 walks have scored for Brantley County in the game. So the Bulldog defense. Pitch is hit hard into center field. In comes Jake Davis. He'll catch it above the letters. Another line drive, but snagged by the senior center fielder for out number 3. But a walk and a 2-out double by Collins turns into another Brantley County run, with the Herons leading 3-1 going to the 3rd inning. As we take a break, you're listening to Bulldog Baseball on Y101. Brian Fitzgerald clapping in the coaching box at third, watching his Bulldogs play much better baseball late in the season. Hunter Adams is the first base coach. Coaches Beasley and Hayes in the dugout. Back to the full contingent for this ball game. Ball's hit hard into left field. In comes Rowell, and he didn't catch it. The ball's going to bounce by him. Luke will go to third and re-tag and run home and score the run. And Nick Curtis will wound up at second base with a double. So the Bulldogs have cut the lead down to 1 at 3-2. Rowell came in, not really sure what to do there. Kind of the in-between situation. Do I just let it bounce in for a base hit, or do I try to catch it? And he kind of made a half effort to catch it, and the ball got by him. Lukey, the sophomore, looking down at head coach Brian Fitzgerald. You swing if it's good, you take if it's bad. Can Collins throw a strike here? 3-2 pitch. Low ball 4. The Bulldogs will score the run to tie the game. Lukey with his 3rd RBI of the season. 3-3. New ball game. Top of the 3rd brings up Dalton McBride. DR pitching today for the Toombs County Bulldogs. Try to help himself Help his team for sure. Hits his ball hard into left center field. It's in for a base hit. That scores Christian Conley. Here comes George Lukey around third, and the throw is cut off as the Dogs score 2 on a hard hit single, but D.R. Meadows, who's 2 for 3. So D.R. in the leadoff position does his job in the first inning, gets on base and scores. He has now scored 17 times for the Bulldogs, and he drives in a pair of runs, and he now is in double digits with 10 runs batted in. 1-0 pitch is hit hard into center field. Jake Davis on the run is going to bounce into the gap in right center field and turn into a double for Morgan. Next pitch is hit hard to the first baseman, Cold out. He snags it a one-hop, gets the out, runner down to third. 462. Bulldogs are bringing the infield in on the corners because Rao is squaring to bunt, but now he's going to back out of the batter's box. Runner at third, 1 out. Dogs leading 6-3. DR from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to Cold out. Scoops it up. The runner coming home. And again, Cole throws offline. That's the second time he's thrown one low and away to Dalton McBride with a chance to get out at home plate. A run will score on the grounder. 6-4, Bulldogs leading thanks to a 5-run top of the third. But the lead definitely in danger right now. 3-1 pitch. Here it is. Bouncing ball left side of the infield. Scooped up by D.R. Meadows. He has just one play. Throws to first for the out and a run scores. So get your out, 2 down. And you got a runner at third. Coach Fitzgerald has talked about his team getting stronger, but you got to lift weights. Here comes a runner in from third. He's trying to steal home, and the ball gets away from the catcher, Dalton McBride. A tie game at 6-6 on the steal of home plate. That's something Brian Fitzgerald has done in the past. Send the runner in from third. Taylor Dowd once did it. Throw one like Jeremy Beasley. 1-2 pitch. There's a dribbler left side of the infield. Curtis has it. He'll plant and fire to first base and get the out. But Brantley County scores 3 and ties this ball game up with the big bottom half of the third inning, knocking Meadows out, and of course Nick Curtis taking over on the mound. We'll take a break at a 6-6 ball game on Y101. As we mentioned so many times this season, the Dowds do not like to walk. They want to make contact, and Cole does, and he sends it by the shortstop, who scoops it up on the run and throws over to first base and wide, and Cole had a hop over James Morgan. He's safe at first base, and now he's going to go back to the bag. 6-6, top of the fourth. D.R. Meadows led off the first, reaching on a single. Logan McGowan led off the second, reaching on a walk. Here's a pitch, runner going, and the throw is high from Spivey. A stolen base for Cole Dowd. 1-1 pitch. About to be made, perhaps. Some action over at second base, and Bartlett will step off the rubber. He's the third pitcher used by Brantley. They're going to call balk against him. That'll move the runner down to third. And out comes the coach for Brantley. He's arguing with the field umpire. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He had a big RBI hit. Actually driving in a pair to tie the game. In Appleton County, he hits this ball hard into right center field with a little slice on it. It's caught by the right fielder and juggled. Here comes Cole down to the dish. He's going to score easily on the sac fly. So Curtis has driven in his second run of the ball game and his 11th of his junior season, and the Dogs are back on top again at 7-6. 2-1 pitch. Hit hard and by the third baseman, Tyler Lucan, into left field. He's one of those guys, when he hits the ball, he hits it hard. He's 2 for 2, and he's almost an automatic to go and steal second. First pitch is popped up in the air. Left side of the infield, D.R. Meadows calling for it near the second base bag. He's creeping in, catches the ball, and fakes the throw to first base, 1 down. Collins adds to his lead. He's going on the pitch, bouncing ball to D.R. Meadows. He'll charge it, bobble it, throw to first base, and record the out. Collins coming to third. Here's a tag, and he is out. The Dogs got him. And the coach for Brantley does not agree. Big out there. Because Brantley's already stolen home without Collins, and why not let him try to steal home to tie the ball game? Dogs still leading 7-6 as we go to the 5th inning and take a break. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball on Y101. Like 5-4, I believe it was. Fastball called, strike 3. Nick Curtis delivering a pitch on the edge, 1 down. Thinking to myself, boy, it's good to have seniors on your team. That's why Wisconsin's going to win. There's a bunt. Nick Curtis scoops it up, first base side, and throws it to Dowd, 2 down. I mentioned earlier that Jeremy Beasley won another start for Darton, beating Georgia Highlands. 7-inning shutout, a 3-hitter. Ball's hit into left field. George Lukey on the run into the gap. He stops, he jumps, and he caught it. It wasn't pretty, but he caught it. He ran to a spot, jumped up in the air, raised up the glove, caught the ball, and hit the ground without number 3. So a 2-out walk doesn't hurt the Bulldogs. They still have their 1-run lead, 7-6, as we move to the 6th inning and take a break. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball on Y101. All right, here's the deal for the Bulldogs. First time they went through the sub-region, they went 0-5. Lost 2 1-run games, of course, to Dodge, 1-0, and to Tattnall County, 5-4. Got run ruled by Pierce. Lost to this team, Brantley, 7-1, and lost to Appling County, 5-2. 1 ball, 1 strike on Adams. And the pitch from Bartlett is lined into right field for a base hit. So Lane has a base hit. He's 1 for 4. DR has 2 base hits in the leadoff position. Tyler Luke has a base hit in the 3-hole. Cole Dowd does not have a base hit yet. He's coming to the plate. Then Nick Curtis has a base hit. Logan McGowan has walked twice. Christian Conley has walked once, batting 7th. George Lukey has walked twice, hitting 8th. And Dalton McBride has a single and a walk, batting 9th. When I got here, the temperature was 85. All right, Nick. Maybe going to pump in a fastball strike here. Swing and a miss, got him. Way to go, Nick Curtis coming back in the count and collecting his 2nd strikeout of this outing. Curtis looking at second, but he really has to worry about Michael Collins. Yeah, the 1-2 pitch. Called, strike 3. Got him with a pitch at the knee on the outside edge. Boy, that is a big out right there. Scoreboard shows 1 ball, 1 strike. The umpire confirms 1 ball, 1 strike. I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom half of the 6th inning, the Toombs County Bulldogs leading 7-6. But the tying runner at 3rd base with 2 down, Nick Curtis working from the stretch. You can't work from the windup with this team. They'll steal home. Here's a stretch. Here's a pitch. Hit up into the air into right center field. Logan McGowan coming in. Logan on the run. He dives. He didn't catch it. The game's tied. Runner coming to second. Here's a throw. And out at that bag on the tag by D.R. Meadows. McGowan not able to catch that one, and we got a tie ball game at 7-all. As Clark singles in a run. We're going to the 7th inning, 7-all as we take a break. You're listening to Bulldog Baseball on Y101. He'll step back in, open stance, front of the box, and he is not going to swing the stick on this pitch, no matter where it is, and it's low ball 4, not even close. So there's issue number 1, issuing a leadoff walk. And that'll bring up Hunter Smith. And I would think the obvious thing right now for Brantley to do would be to lay down the bunt. Coach talking to player right now. Smith with a single, a ground out to first, and a strikeout. Lane Adams at second. Might be moving toward the first base bag. Here comes Nick Curtis. Batter scoring to bunt. The pitch gets away, and he's going to move down to second. And boy, that hurts. Now you can bunt him to third. Now Smith scoring to bunt. In comes Cole Dowd at first, and he does bunt. And Tyler Luke has it. He's going to third, and he throws it away. And the winning run is going to score on that play. The Herons win 8-7. Had a chance to get him at third, but the throw was nowhere near the bag. Herons win 8-7. A walk, a wild pitch, and a dog error. And that is a tough way to lose a ball game in which you came back when you were down 3-1 to take a 6-3 lead. And then when it was 6-6, you made it 7-6. But now you lose 8-7. Another one-run loss for the Toombs County Bulldogs. Their third in sub-region play this season. They lost 1-0 at Dodge. They lost 5-4 at Tatnall. They lose 8-7 tonight, way down the road at Brantley County. I'll come back and wrap up the dog loss on Y101.